ही मौखिक उत्तर दिए जा चुके हैं। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर पर
आप नहीं चाहते 0 आवर चलाना। हाउस इज एडजर्न टू मीट एट 2 PM.
There is a fire that is starting in Bihar.
प्रश्नकाल नहीं चलाने दे रहे तो सदन की कार्रवाई आज 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
Come and see this fire because it is catching fire.
The house is adjourned for 10 minutes.
मतलब वो आग फैल रही है, उसको रोका नहीं जा सकता।
The house stands adjourned, signed die.
अब आग लगनी शुरू हो गई।
सभा की कार्रवाई अनिश्चित काल के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
बिहार से आग फैलेगी।
Viewers, I'll keep it straight and short tonight. This is a story of chaos, disruption, and a calculated attempt to destabilize our democracy. Just look at the pictures playing out. The Indian Parliament was brought to a grinding halt, and the finger of blame points squarely at the Congress-led opposition. But as if stalling the Sansad was not enough, they are now taking their fight to the streets, Sadak, with plan for a nationwide protest on the streets, a street fight that threatens to plunge the country into more unrest. And at the center of it all is leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, who is defiant as ever, fanning the flames of what he calls a fire starting in Bihar, a fire according to him that will claim or will soon engulf the entire country. Viewers, the parliament has been derailed by what the government calls was a planned ruckus. The government led by Prime Minister Modi has called it out loud and clear. In fact, Prime Minister Modi has linked this deliberate attempt to paralyze the system to insecurities of the Congress Parivar and the Gandhi family ecosystem. And then there is Rahul Gandhi's latest slogan, dripping with defiance. Modi is vote chore, says Rahul Gandhi. Whenever Modi gets scared, he steals votes. Now, it's a catchy line for the ecosystem and his cheerleaders. But where is the proof, viewers? On what basis is Rahul Gandhi pronouncing his verdict against Prime Minister? Where's the evidence to back up such a serious charge? So why the outrage? Why the rush to paint a constitutional process a conspiracy? Viewers, this is where the anarchist mindset comes into play. Rahul Gandhi's rhetoric is not about constructive criticism or holding the government or the institutions accountable. It is about maligning the mandate and misleading the people. The Congress-led opposition has disrupted parliament, shouting slogans, staging walkouts and blocking discussions. And now, with their planned street protests, they are taking this chaos beyond the Sansad into the streets. And then there is the Dhaka reminder. The Congress's actions are drawing parallels to the unrest we've seen in neighboring Bangladesh, where protests spiral into chaos. Viewers, here's the question for all of us. Is this what we want? A politics of disruption, division, and baseless accusations? A parliament that can't function because one party or a group is more interested in headlines than governance? A leader who talks of fire and anarchy instead of solutions and unity? Viewers, the Congress may think it's sparking a revolution, but what it's really igniting is distrust and absolute chaos. And that is not the Jai Samvidhan spirit Rahul Gandhi invokes in his speeches. Listen to what he said.
Vote chore! Vote chore! Vote chore! ये जो आवाज है सुनामी जैसे बिहार से निकल आएगी और हर प्रदेश में ये फैलेगी और अंत में पूरे देश में पता लग जाएगा कि नरेंद्र मोदी क्या चोरी करता है? नरेंद्र मोदी वोट
कि हंगामा तो एसआईआर को लेकर के लगातार चल रहा है, एसआईआर को लेकर के रुकेगा नहीं। हम लोग अभी संसद में लड़ रहे हैं, फिर सड़क के ऊपर। आप तो छोटी पार्टी को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, देश को बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं, इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं।
हाउस को इतना डिस्टर्ब किया और इम्पोर्टेंट बिल्स पे जितना टाइम अलॉटेड था उसमें भी चर्चा में भाग नहीं लिया, तो अपोजिशन पार्टीज के लिए बहुत नुकसानदायक सत्र रहा है।
Did you hear that, viewers? Rahul Gandhi says Narendra Modi vote chore. Then Congress MP, he says rukega nahi. And then you have the Parliamentary Affairs Minister calling out the Congress's planned disruption. Let's open this up. Dr. Ajay Alok, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Harshvardhan Tripathi ji, Tushar Gupta, Selam Dharnidharan, the national spokesperson of the DMK, Nikhil Jain, political analyst, Dr. Piyush Joshi, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, will be with us shortly. Nikhil, on what basis is Rahul Gandhi saying Narendra Modi vote chore?
Of vote chori in Bangalore Central Lok Sabha constituency is concerned. The Election Commission is lying to everybody because the candidate concerned of the constituency, Mansoor Khan, along with the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, D.K. Shivkumar, submitted every single proof that Rahul Gandhi presented in the press conference on the 7th. They have submitted it already on the 8th of August. In December the last year, CID submitted a number of complaints to the Election Commission of India. There has been no reply. In 2022, Akhilesh Yadav and his party have submitted 80,000 affidavits to the Election Commission of India. No reply. The vote chori allegations are because there are over lakhs of fake voters in the electoral rolls, and the Election Commission is choosing to look at, turn a blind eye to it. And again, that's not just the opposition. It's not just the SP,
So,
BJP.
Nikhil Jain, that is at best a claim by the Congress party, by your leader, that there is vote chori. Who is Rahul Gandhi? Is he a judge? How is he pronouncing a verdict that Narendra Modi is vote chore?
The leader of
No, 1 minute. Leader of opposition is within the system. Excuse me. Nikhil, he is not above the system, or is he?
Absolutely he is. He represents the voice of over 40% voters. He is not above the system. That is why he has given the proof, his party has given the proof to the Election Commission of India.
Where is that proof? You know what Pawan Kheda did? Put out a fake tweet, deleted it. There is no acknowledgement, no apology. Where is Pawan Kheda? Why is he silent? And now Rahul Gandhi is repeating what he did with the Chaukidar slogan. The ecosystem was cheering him on. And you had to cut a sorry face in the Supreme Court, Nikhil. So just mind the consequences. That's all. Look, it's a democracy. You can say what you want, abuse the Prime Minister, call him names. That's okay. Do not mislead the people. That's all. Because what you're doing is just that. Let's bring in Dr. Joshi. Dr. Joshi, on what basis is Rahul Gandhi saying Prime Minister Modi is a vote chore? Do you believe Rahul Gandhi is speaking the truth?
Well, in this particular issue, as far as the Election Commission is concerned and the SIR is concerned, Aam Aadmi Party has made its stand very clear that the vindication of the stand of opposition has been done by none other than the Honorable Supreme Court, who has asked the Election Commission to make the reasons public, for deletion of 65.
But that's not vote chori, Dr. Joshi.
Explain. And I will not take more than 30 to 45 seconds just to do this. In case of New Delhi constituency only, there was 33% reduction of votes, and Aam Aadmi Party and multiple volunteers of its multiple block level agents of booth level agents of Aam Aadmi Party have filed the complaints to no avail. Nobody paid any heed to what the complaints were about. And look at the press conference. The press conference of the election commissioner has to be about specifics, has to respond on specifics.
Dr. Joshi, I'm asking you a specific question. You are talking about specifics. My question is specific. Do you believe Rahul Gandhi is speaking the truth when he says Prime Minister Modi is a vote chore?
when we are talking about the Prime Minister Modi, we are referring to the government of India and Bharatiya Janata Party, and the Election Commission and Bharatiya Janata Party, are working together to distort this level playing field. And why? Because of the नीति है ना, नीति नियत से डिसाइड होती है, और नियत
अभी मैं नीति और नियत पे अभी आऊंगा डॉक्टर जोशी। वो सेकेंड राउंड ऑफ क्वेश्चनिंग के लिए रखा था मैंने, नीति नियत। डोंट फोर्स माय हैंड, वो नहीं तो डिबेट जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा। 1 मिनट, आई विल कम टू दैट। ये नीति नियत वाली बात आप सही बोल रहे हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, आई विल कम टू दैट। सेलम धरणीधरन, Rahul Gandhi has now once again said PM Modi is a vote chore, that he steals votes. Do you agree?
What is the doubt? There are a lot of questions. Can anyone deny facts? I have facts, right? 65 lakh voters were removed in Bihar. No reasons given whatsoever. Okay, we asked them to divulge the names of the people who have been removed. Instead of giving it clear, then they refused to do it. Then also the revised voter list which they published was not in readable format. You can't use your computer and put shift find to find the voter so that we can find discrepancies. No, they have to print it out and then scan it and publish it so that it's not in readable format. Right? More women were removed than men, but migrant workers have been removed. Men die early, so logically there should be more men who should be removed. Right? But not. Right, but more women have been removed. In Bihar, in several constituencies, one single room had 140 voters registered, 120 voters registered. Investigation based on fact cells, in 3,590 places in Bihar, in a single room or single house, more than 20 voters have been registered. How is it possible? Investigation by certain news channels or publication houses have revealed that there's only 1 or 2 people living there. So this is the vote chore that we are talking about. Who are these people? One person going and voting.
This investigation that you're talking about, Salem, that has also been carried out, by the way, 1 minute, by the way, in Rai Bareli. Was vote chori happening there? Same addresses on multiple voter ID cards. On basis of that, should the leader of opposition say that the Prime Minister is a vote chore?
In spite of that, even that's why I'm saying in every election you can sway only certain percentage. Okay, they sway 5%. In spite of that, the opposition leader managed to win with a big margin. Okay, what are you trying to do in every constituency? You are removing the voters who will either vote for India Alliance, or you are removing or you are adding people who will vote for the NDA. So that's what I'm trying to do. So in every constituency.
But Salem Dhardhidharan, how are you? How are you coming to this conclusion that those people were voting for the government or voting for the BJP-led NDA? How? Which, book or is there a code that has told you that look, this is the formula to find out that this person voted for the BJP? And shift find does not help. You will have to press the control button. And then while that button is pressed, press the F button. Then you can do the search on computer. That's how the system works. Don't blame me. तुषार, हर्षवर्धन जी, अब आपने सुना है हमारे ऑपोजिशन के लोगों को। पहले जो सीरियस चार्जेस हैं उसका जवाब ले लेते हैं। डॉक्टर अजय आलोक, the DMK, the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress, they are all saying that the Election Commission of India has been hijacked by the BJP. It is taking direct orders from the BJP और इसीलिए प्रधानमंत्री मोदी वोट चोर हैं।
First of all, I expect, Pranesh, that all my opposition friends, when they should come on the national TV, they should be well aware of what has happened till 5 p.m. because that is the official government ending time. So till 5 p.m. Election Commission of Bihar, now it is almost more than 48 hours that every district wise, all the names were removed. It's already published of all 65 lakh people with their names and the reason that why their names were deleted in every district. And it is available on the website. So you don't know about it. And in last 48 hours, not even 65 claims have been made to that. You claim to have 1 lakh BLAs from your party. Why you are not making a claim? If you think somebody is not dead, make a claim. You have not made a claim for the last 48 hours now, more than 48 hours. And Election Commission has already done it with the name and the reason of deletion. Number one. Number two goes, it's a whole sign of grand anarchy, what you were saying right from the beginning. Now just imagine Rahul Gandhi can understand कि 4 साल का बच्चा बोल रहा था वोट चोरी. He considered Bihar that kind of politically enlightened state कि 4 साल के बच्चे को वोट समझ में आता है, वो भी वोट चोरी की बात कर रहा है. तो जिस राज्य में 4 साल के बच्चे को वोट चोरी होने की बात समझ में आती हो ना, वहां पे वोट चोरी नहीं हो सकती है. This much common sense, this much gray area must be left, which absolutely is missing from the 56-year-old Grand Sky. He's not left with any gray matters. Now the whole system, what he's planning to do is create anarchy, create chaos in the country. Already the parliament was in chaos. Now the chaos is moving. You always famously quote, you guys are in a habit of quoting now, कि जब सड़कें सुनी हो जाती है तो संसद आवारा हो जाती है. तो चलो सड़कों को ही आवारा बना दें. That's what has been doing. सड़कों को आवारा बना दे रहे हैं. पुलिस वालों पे गाड़ी चला रहे हैं, किसी पुलिस वाले का पैर फ्रैक्चर हो जा रहा है, कभी कुछ हो जा रहा है. What is it? This is just anarchy, nothing else. So that if police get hurt, something goes wrong, another he gets a mileage. Now this leader of opposition,
Dr. Ajay Alok, what will the BJP do now that Rahul Gandhi is making this claim that Modi is a vote chore? How will you counter this?
If somebody claims anything and you think that perception or that narrative goes inside the public, the whole of Bihar within 15 days, 7 crore 28 lakhs voters got them registered in the new list. They are already the voters there.
Okay.
ये बिहार का विश्वास है लोकतंत्र में. राहुल गांधी या तेजस्वी यादव के चिल्लाने से कुछ नहीं होता है.
नहीं, मैंने आपसे इसलिए पूछा क्योंकि आज प्रधानमंत्री ने जब चर्चा की स्पीकर से तो उन्होंने ये कहा कि ये गांधी फैमिली का इनसिक्योरिटी है जिसके वजह से संसद की कार्यवाही नहीं चली. तुषार, हाउ डू यू सी दिस defiance by Rahul Gandhi?
Good evening, Pranesh, and I'm going to be a little upfront in my words today, so pardon me in advance. Number one, there are no questions by the Congress. There are claims by the Congress without any proof. A press conference with a PPT presentation doesn't prove anything. Rahul Gandhi's overly dramatic body language doesn't prove anything, just like Nikhil Jain holding his bald head doesn't prove anything. Everyone is asking why is Rahul Gandhi...
Tushar, one minute. Let's be civil. Let's not get personal. Please.
As Rahul Gandhi is being towards the Prime Minister of India. I'm being that civil. So I think it's pretty much all right. Now, Pranesh, one thing everyone has been asking the Congress since day one is, you say there was a problem. You say something was amiss. Why did none of your booth level agents ever raise that issue? Remember 2024 Lok Sabha elections, what happened after that? देखिए हमने आपको अयोध्या में हराया, राम मंदिर बनाकर अयोध्या हार गए, देखेगा अब आपको गुजरात में हराएंगे, हम आपको हरियाणा में हराएंगे, महाराष्ट्र में तो हमारी सरकार बनने वाली है, अलायंस की सरकार करने वाली है, दिल्ली में तो कैंपेनिंग शुरू कर दी थी इन लोगों ने. आप कह रहे हैं कि जनता ने आपको 99 सीटें देकर ये बता दिया है कि दे आर गोइंग टू वोट फॉर यू इन द अपकमिंग स्टेट इलेक्शंस. आप कॉन्फिडेंट है पूरे प्रोसेस में, आपको कॉन्फिडेंस है पूरे सिस्टम पे, आपको लोकसभा इलेक्शंस एकदम साफ लग रहे हैं. फिर क्या होता है? हरियाणा हारते हैं, महाराष्ट्र हारते हैं, दिल्ली में आपकी तीसरी बार जीरो की हैट्रिक आती है, फिर आप कहते हैं नहीं सिस्टम खराब है, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, 2024 में हमें लगा था ऐसा हुआ वैसा हुआ. The thing is, Pranesh, after 99 seats, when they were celebrating like this, they thought people generally wanted to have them as a mature, responsible opposition. But then what happened? They heard Rahul Gandhi talking. And then the people made up their mind that this is not the party we want in Haryana, Delhi or Maharashtra or in Bihar also, as we'll see in the future. And they made their mandate accordingly. Haryana जब हारे तो कोई और थ्योरी देते थे, महाराष्ट्र हारे कोई और थ्योरी देते थे, दिल्ली हारे कोई और थ्योरी देते थे. आप महाराष्ट्र की बात देखिए, कभी कहते हैं 70 लाख इलेक्टर आए, कभी कहते हैं 40 लाख आए. अपनी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में उसमें बोले 1 करोड़ इलेक्टर आए. 1 करोड़ इलेक्टर भाई कहाँ है? अब आप आम आदमी पार्टी की बात सुनिए, वो कहते हैं हम एसआईआर के खिलाफ है. ठीक है, रीजनल पार्टियों का हक बनता है. एक बूथ लेवल एजेंट है पूरे बिहार में, एक सीट नहीं जीतने वाले, बट उनको एक हक मिल गया है कि हम एसआईआर को ऑपोजिशन करेंगे। और प्रणेश, एक लास्ट चीज, 17,000 बूथ लेवल एजेंट है कांग्रेस के। ईसीआई का हर रोज ब्रीफ आता है, वो बूथ लेवल एजेंट क्या कर रहे हैं?
Why will they protest or register their protest by saying that we have an objection? Because Rahul Gandhi in his speech today, just a short while ago, has said that in every state, Modi, BJP and EC are stealing votes. हर्षवर्धन जी, कांग्रेस पार्टी ये कह रही है कि संसद से अब हम सड़क पे आएंगे और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी को वोट चोर कहा है उन्होंने।
देखिए प्रणय, सबसे पहले तो ये कि अगर वो सड़क पर आना चाहते हैं तो इसमें कोई किसी को ऐतराज हो नहीं सकता है। सड़क से ही आदमी संसद जाने के लिए सारी कवायद करता है, लेकिन वो सड़क पर आना चाहते हैं तो उनको मुबारक। और एक बार तो अमेठी की जनता ने उनको सड़क पर ला ही दिया था, वायनाड ने बचा दिया। 3 लोग जो इस पैनल में हैं जो इसका विरोध कर रहे हैं, चूंकि निखिल जैन जी पॉलिटिकल एनालिस्ट के तौर पर, कांग्रेस समर्थक के तौर पर हैं, लेकिन कांग्रेस पार्टी की इस देश के 2 बड़े मेट्रो और 2 सबसे ज्यादा रेवेन्यू अर्निंग जिसको हैदराबाद और बेंगलुरु कहते हैं, वहां इन्हीं की सरकारें। वोट चोरी करना था, लेकिन हैदराबाद और बेंगलुरु ऐसी जगह को छोड़ देना था, यानी कर्नाटक और तेलंगाना वो कांग्रेस को देना था। तमिलनाडु देश के वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डेवलप्ड स्टेट में है, डीएमके लगातार जीत रही है। अब तेजस्वी तो लगातार हारते हारते थक गए हैं 20 साल से, तो वो कह रहे थे हम बहिष्कार कर देंगे। लेकिन क्या स्टालिन ये करेंगे? धरणीधरन जी यहां हैं, क्या ऐसी कोई गलती, ऐसी कोई नॉनसेंसिकल स्टेटमेंट वो देंगे? नहीं देंगे। आम आदमी पार्टी पंजाब से अभी भी इनकी इज्जत बची हुई है, 92 एमएलए, शानदार जीत है। क्या ये छोड़कर चले जाएंगे? देश को बहुत अच्छे से पता है, वोट चोरी कहकर आप लोकतंत्र का, देश की जनता का अपमान कर रहे हैं। बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट में एक याचिका गई जिसको साफ साफ खारिज नहीं किया, कहा पूरा दिन खराब कर दिया, पेनाल्टी नहीं लगा रहे, चले जाओ, दोबारा मत आना। लेकिन वो साहब नहीं माने, सर्वोच्च न्यायालय आ गए, सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने भी उसको खारिज कर दिया। अब आ जाइए, महाराष्ट्र का एक डेटा सीएसडीएस के संजय कुमार ने दिया, जिसको लेकर पवन खेड़ा ने बढ़िया ग्राफिक्स बनवाया कांग्रेस आईटी सेल से। क्या हुआ? संजय कुमार ने कहा कि गलती हो गई। मैं आपको सिर्फ सीक्वेंस बता रहा हूं, उसके बाद खुद ही इसका भी जवाब अगर ये लोग दे पाए तो बहुत विद्वान लोग हैं। उसके बाद क्या हुआ? सब आउट हो गया। अब मैं कुछ नाम गिनाता हूं। आदित्य श्रीवास्तव 4 साल के नहीं है, मिंता देवी 4 साल की नहीं है, गुरकीरत सिंह डंग 4 साल के नहीं है, सुबोध कुमार 4 साल के नहीं है, रंजू देवी 4 साल की नहीं है। ये सब लोग, इनका नाम भी अलग अलग तरह से लिया गया, किसी का पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन में, किसी को अपनी थार जीप पर बिठाकर, किसी को बढ़िया स्क्रिप्टिंग करके सामने बिठाकर, सब के सब की बात झूठ निकली। इसका मतलब इस देश में अगर कोई झूठ बोल रहा है इस वक्त सर्वाधिक, तो उसका नाम है श्रीमान राहुल गांधी, नेता प्रतिपक्ष। जनता को सब दिख रहा है भाई, ये तमाशा बंद कीजिए।
निखिल, when a certain Raj Narayan had a problem with Indira Gandhi's election or election chori, then he went to the court. If Rahul Gandhi believes Narendra Modi is a vote chore, why is he not going to the court?
Ramesh, because what Raj Narayan did was file an election petition in the High Court where he got a favorable order, only for that order to be overturned by the Supreme Court. And it was in the international press that the Prime Minister had to resign, or the Prime Minister was asked to resign for something as little as a parking ticket. Why Rahul Gandhi cannot go to court at this juncture on these vote chori allegations is because the election petitions are only maintainable if they're filed within 45 days of the result. The Congress party has only now uncovered the voter electoral fraud that was happening. We should have never required to go to court in the first place. It was the job of the Election Commission to look into these allegations, and time and again the BJP and its ally Election Commission keep on saying no proof has been given. Proof has been given. Let your viewers very clearly know proof has been given by the Congress about Bangalore Central Lok Sabha.
Where is that proof? And Tushar is objecting to your point that Rahul has run out of, legal measures, that he cannot approach the court. Tushar, very quickly.
देखिए, एक चीज बहुत आराम से समझनी जरूरी है। राहुल गांधी, when he signs the affidavit, Why is it important? Because across the Lok Sabha election of 2024, lakhs and lakhs of hardworking Congress booth agents signed Form 17C, which was a validation from their end that everything was smoothly done at every booth. अगर राहुल गांधी उस एफिडेविट को साइन करते हैं तो उन लाखों बूथ एजेंट्स को जो कांग्रेस पार्टी के हैं उनके साइन का वैल्यू खत्म हो जाता है. नहीं, एक सेकंड प्रणेश, एक सेकंड. या तो आप कहिए हमारे बूथ लेवल इनकॉम्पिटेंट थे, बूथ लेवल एजेंट इनकॉम्पिटेंट थे, उनके सिग्नेचर का कोई मतलब नहीं.
The point I am trying to make, I get what you're trying to say, but look, the Congress party has decided that the election commission is not trustworthy, which is why I asked Mr. Jain to approach the courts, but he is not even willing to go to the court. Now, Dr. Joshi, आपने अपने पहले आंसर में ये कहा that there were discrepancies in the Delhi election on one seat in particular. You said was New Delhi. Why didn't you go to the court?
Sir, exactly the same question has been asked countless number of times. Where is the affidavit? Where are the complaints? So when Aam Aadmi Party complained officially to the Election Commission before the elections regarding the deletions and additions of vote and regarding the discrepancies in the voter list, Sanjay Singh ji held press conference after press conference, including and they complained to the Election Commission in written on the format that the Election Commission demands. That is exactly that we are talking about, the affidavits.
Dr. Joshi, you could have filed an election petition. Nikhil Jain ने बोला, तुषार गुप्ता ने बोला, अभी तो सीजन भी है, सब बोल रहे election petition. You could have done that then, taken the lead in this. Rahul Gandhi is stealing your thunder.
Requesting you to hear me out, I without interjecting just for a minute, just give me 40% of the time that you give the pro panelists. All I'm saying is that elections are done, results have been declared. उसके बाद में आप क्या करोगे? उसके बाद में साल, 2 साल, 3 साल, 10 साल में कोर्ट का डिसीजन होगा. तब तक तो भाई साहब गंगा में कितना पानी बह जाएगा. हर्षवर्धन जी ने कहा कि भाई बड़े विद्वान लोग ये जवाब दे देंगे. भाई हमें विद्वत्ता का कोई गुमान नहीं है सर, हमें सिर्फ सत्यता का है भान कि भाई किस तरीके से ये चीजें हो रही है, किस तरीके से अभी 1 महीने के अंदर यदि आप किसी के ऊपर कोई गंभीर धारा में गिरफ्तारी करते हो तो उसको आपको गिरफ्तार करना पड़ेगा. कितने समन हेमंत विश्व
Dr. Joshi, now hear me. You said a petition takes time, the system is such, and I don't blame you. That is a reality. But does that mean, Dr. Joshi, does that mean you will adopt the Manish Sisodia model? आपके नेता अभी कुछ दिन पहले कह रहे थे अपने स्पीच में कि अगले इलेक्शन में चाहे लड़ाई करनी हो, चाहे ऐसे ही कुछ बोल रहे थे. वो रिएक्शन है, वो सबको पता है, वो हम अभी चला भी देंगे. हर्षवर्धन जी को पता होगा, तुषार को पता होगा. बट आई वांट टू आस्क अ मोर फंडामेंटल क्वेश्चन ऑफ मिस्टर धरणीधरन. Mr. Dharnidharan, you heard Harshvardhan ji. He is saying, why is Mr. Stalin not calling for boycott of polls like some others in the India alliance? Because you won Tamil Nadu. No one has objected to your mandate. The polls were overseen by the Election Commission. Then why now say that Election Commission works for the BJP?
See, I would like not to be interrupted, so just give me uninterrupted time of a minute or so. I will explain. This is the most preposterous argument I've ever heard in my life, and I keep hearing it. For the simple reason, because there is no one way or the other. That, okay, you can't completely rig the election. Even in Russia, elections do happen. Okay, Putin managed to get 90%, the opposition gets 10%. Right, but Indian democracy is still not that worse that whatever happens, Modi will get everywhere 80%. Right, the point here is, because ECI is not working how it should work, that 5 to 10% votes are being swayed by electoral malpractices such as addition and deletion of voters being one. So you ask, how did you win? We won despite that, because for example, if the vote difference between me and the BJP or ADMK is 6% now, it should have been 11%. So where will this be felt is in the election in which there are only actual 3% vote difference, these kind of malpractices would result in, for example, instead of the India Alliance bloc winning, BJP winning, hypothetical numbers. Now don't come and ask me, how do you know this number? An institution is supposed to function how it should function. When I ask that question. You are coming and telling me you don't ask this question. You won the election, so institution is working well. No, because we won the election doesn't mean the institution is working well. We won the election despite the institution being flawed. Example, the Supreme Court itself is saying Aadhaar should be accepted. Why the people have been removed? They should be given an reason. It also says the voter deleted list should be given in readable format. Don't do that photocopied thing and upload it. The Supreme Court has said it. I am not saying it. So why is Supreme Court coming and supporting the India bloc, right? Because justice. We are standing for justice. Opposition speaks for 50% of Indian population. The BJP has less than 40% vote share, right? So what the opposition leader is speaking is, he is the voice of the 60% Indians who do not vote for the BJP party. It's a job to keep the institutions in check, the right executive in check. That is the job of the opposition, and that is what we are doing. All of you are saying there should be no questions asked. This argument
no one is saying that, Salem. You've got it all wrong. No one is saying don't ask questions. All I'm saying is we should not be in the business of pronouncing verdicts. Like, Stalin is a thief, Modi is a thief, Kejriwal is a thief, Lalu is a thief. Well, Lalu is a thief, that's a fact. But the others are not. But you ask India Alliance members, they say even Lalu is not a thief. So you are saying the Supreme Court, has said this, that we have faith in the judiciary. Ask Nikhil Jain whether he will call Lalu a thief. Ask him, you will know. And then you said, look, the election commission is not rigging the process entirely. There is some amount of rigging happening. Really, Nikhil Jain, थोड़ी सी rigging हो रही है?
प्रणेश, चोर भी चोरी करता है ना तो घर का सामान लेके जाता है, सरिया, दीवार और ईंट नहीं निकाल के ले जाता. Let's be practical, let's be real, let's not try to trivialize the thing. I completely agree with the DMK spokesperson that you can manipulate the election.
Who's trivializing, Nikhil? Is Lalu Yadav, Lalu Prasad Yadav convicted by the court? Is it criminal or not? You tell me.
How is that relevant? How is that relevant? Let's talk about vote chori and let's.
Modi is a vote chor, but Lalu is not a chor, and it is not even relevant. डॉक्टर अजय आलोक, आपने सुना ऑपोजिशन ये कह रही है कि भले ही इलेक्शन कमीशन इज वर्किंग फॉर द बीजेपी, बट उनमें थोड़ी सी इंटेग्रिटी अभी बची हुई है, तो वो पूरी तरह से रिग नहीं कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा कर रहे हैं.
देखिए, one thing is very clear from all the utterances what I've been hearing for so long. They are trying to just divert the issue. Mr. Nikhil Jain, he said, it's very clearly mentioned that if you have any doubts about your candidate winning or losing, you can apply within 45 days to the High Court. That period is over. So Rahul Gandhi is not giving affidavit. No, sir. Rahul Gandhi is claiming that there is manipulation in the voter list, which can be done any point of time. And if you claim that, you have to give an affidavit to the Election Commission. That is the law. You cannot have the photo shoot out with the media and you won't sign the affidavit. Today is Thursday. Sunday your deadline is expiring. Then let's see what Election Commission does, because Election Commission has clearly said 7 दिन के अंदर या तो affidavit दे, नहीं तो माफी मांगे. Varna. Now this Varna can go as any place. You have to bear your consequences. Anyway, he is a habitual maafi khor. Again, he will go and say, I'm sorry. And I won't be surprised with that.
Okay.
And he's full of lies. What you're showing is absolutely correct. Nikhil, what you're showing is absolutely correct.
Nikhil,
that's the picture of Rahul Gandhi.
Nikhil, what is that Rahul Gandhi poster that you just put up?
Pranesh, I am not getting any audio. The call has been lost.
Okay, we'll try and reconnect. हर्षवर्धन जी, इलेक्शन कमीशन देखिए पूरी तरह से करप्ट नहीं है, थोड़ा सा ही चोरी किया उन्होंने.
नहीं, पता नहीं, अब मुझे लगता है कि देखिए, मैंने सोचा था कि थोड़ा समझ में आएगा, लेकिन हमारे मित्र हैं डॉक्टर साहब पीयूष जोशी जी, वो कह रहे हैं कि हम विद्वता नहीं है, सत्यता के साथ है. पता नहीं इनको ये बात तो समझनी चाहिए कि सत्यता के साथ ही विद्वता आती है, वरना वो विद्वता नहीं होती, विद्वता का आवरण होता है. तो इतना तो सामान्य आपको पता ही होगा. आप खुद ही, मैं तो आपको विद्वान ही मानता हूं, आप न माने, आप न स्वीकार करें, अलग बात है. दरअसल यही वो जगह है जहां आपको समझ में आता है कि कोई लॉजिक नहीं, गड़बड़ हो रही है. अच्छा, दिया तर्क की गड़बड़ नहीं हो रही. अच्छा, नहीं, थोड़ा गड़बड़ कर रहे हैं. कितना गड़बड़ कर रहे हैं कि उत्तर प्रदेश में जो पार्टी यूपीए के शासनकाल, कांग्रेस उस वक्त सत्ता में थी ना 2014 में, तो उस वक्त क्या हुआ, कितने वोट लेकर आती है? 73, 71 प्लस 2। कल्पना है किसी को कितने वोट मिले थे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के? और अभी वो 33 पर रह जाती, यानी सीधे सीधे लगभग 40 सीटें कम हो जाती। इतना बढ़िया तो वोट चोरी करते हैं। स्मृति ईरानी राहुल गांधी को हरा देती है और किशोरीलाल शर्मा से स्मृति ईरानी हार जाती हैं। इतनी बढ़िया वोट चोरी करते हैं, इतना थोड़ा भी नहीं कर पाते, जो ऑब्वियस था। अगर किशोरीलाल शर्मा हार जाते तो कोई कुछ नहीं कहता, पहले राहुल गांधी हार चुके। फैजाबाद की सीट हार गए जहां राम मंदिर बना, जिसके लिए जाने क्या क्या झेला, वास्तु खराब है, ग्रह नक्षत्र खराब है। कम से कम कोई तो लॉजिक लेकर आइए आप लोग।
नहीं, किशोरीलाल शर्मा जीत गए क्योंकि वो दिखाना था बीजेपी को कि वो राहुल गांधी से बड़े नेता हैं, इसीलिए बीजेपी ने उनको जीतने दिया। अब ये भी कोई बोल देगा हर्षवर्धन जी, मैं बस आपको वार्न कर रहा हूं कि इसके लिए भी तैयार रहिए। तुषार, लेट्स प्ले आउट व्हाट मनीष सिसोदिया सेड. You know, Dr. Joshi was saying some things about how the process is how it should be. Listen to Manish Sisodia. Dr. Joshi.
2027 के चुनाव जितवाने के लिए साम दाम दंड भेद सच झूठ क्वेश्चन आंसर लड़ाई झगड़ा जो करना पड़ेगा करेंगे। तैयार है जोश के साथ? बहुत बढ़िया
सर, ये बोलना था, ये तो पूरी स्कीम बता दी इन्होंने कि झूठ भी बोलेंगे, कुछ बोलना नहीं होता है. You should have said the last part. Are you following that, Dr. Joshi?
I am following, and I get what Mr. Sisodia said, that, you know, whatever the BJP is going to do, you know, we are going to fail each and every scheme of the Bharatiya Janata Party when it comes to the state of Punjab. You know, and how are we going to do that? We are going to do that by the Kejriwal model of deliverance, you know, and deliverance of services on ground, which the BJP is failing to do everywhere it is running the government in. Every single state is in doldrums. So you talk about education, you talk about healthcare, you talk about water
Dr.
supply,
Joshi,
you talk about...
I understand you have the party manifesto in front of you, but, you know, I'm only saying that, you know, you defeat the BJP, don't defeat the Election Commission. Please. Let's keep the Election Commission out of it, please. We'll have to move on. I thank some of you for joining us on debate number 1, viewers. Let's turn our attention